What's better than Ozempic is not needing Ozempic at all. Why? Because you know how to lose the weight without needing any drug, which is the most empowering tool you could have in your tool belt. Because the power is in your hand, literally. How much are you raising your arm? I'd like to know.
We noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come subscribe. We give you 5 days a week of free weight loss advice. And I mean, come on. It's a pretty cool vibe over here. So I'd love it if you'd come join. We really appreciate all of your support. So please don't forget to subscribe.
Well, they definitely want their belt to be a little bit looser, Penelope, and that's why they're considering Ozempic.
But actually, you're considering Ozempic because you don't know what else to do, and you've tried everything, but I know what you haven't tried. Cutting out flour and sugar immediately. Why is that important? Because flour and sugar are more addictive than cocaine. There are studies to back that up. You can debate me on this all day. You can also just go watch my debate with the registered dietitian. That was really interesting. But anyway, moving along. Sugar and flour are going to keep you addicted and keep your cravings coming. And when you eliminate them and learn how to make your favorite foods that have flour and sugar inside of them, that is very empowering because you get to enjoy all this delicious baked goods that I'm baking every day without flour and sugar. When you learn how to do that, you feel successful and you enjoy what you're eating.
It's the best long-term plan I can think of. And in fact, Penelope lost 160 pounds and I've lost over 100 pounds.
And Mariellis, one of our amazing clients, is now down 112 pounds in like 11 months.
We're talking no food noise. We're talking no cravings. We're talking just like regular, healthy living that didn't cost $1,000 a month and doesn't have all the dangerous side effects.
You don't have to jab yourself like a drug addict every day.
It's really powerful. Can you imagine knowing that you have your health in your hand and that you just did it naturally? The second way that we feel you can cut your cravings and get an Ozempic-like effect is by balancing your meals, the protein, fiber, and fat. Now, we talk a lot about what quality protein, what quality fiber, what quality fat, so definitely check out some of our other videos on that.
There are also great examples of what that looks like inside of our 30-day challenge and on our Substack. So if you want to take a sneak peek around, those are two great places to check it out.
Absolutely. So if you keep your blood sugar stable and you do this several times throughout the day, you're going to be good to go. And I know it sounds like embarrassingly simple and you're like, well, I do that. But maybe you just need to fine tune it a little bit. So we'd love to teach you how.
You want a hot toned body and you don't want to take Ozempic or you're trying to titrate off of Ozempic, start moving a lot more. Now, I don't mean like you'll be a crazy person walking all day. Well, I kind of do mean that. But I mean, if you notice naturally skinny people are pacing around the room, walking all the time, it's called non-expenditure energy. It's called NEAT, some variation of that. So if you want to become a naturally thin person without using injections and pills and things like that, because you don't need them, just start walking around more. Just make it a habit to get up every hour and walk around. To make it a habit to go for a walk in the morning and in the afternoon, and make it a habit to work out every day intentionally. You cannot just walk the weight off. You have to exercise and walk the weight off because your body needs to burn more than you consume at the end of the day, no matter what, to lose weight.
If that seems like a stretch for you because you live a sedentary life, I understand. Just start walking to your front door. I love that Cynthia said that in our recent podcast with her, a woman who's lost well over 200 pounds, I think. It's really shocking. Just walk to the front door and just do more. And I think moving naturally is really important. We are not built, our human bodies are not designed for sedentary lifestyles.
And don't you notice your body gets really stiff after about an hour or two? You're like, oh, I gotta get up, and your legs are numb. It's because your body literally is not meant to sit for so long.
Some people just get accustomed to that. Our bodies do adapt, and so we want to adapt to a new thing. And so change can be challenging, change can be confronting, but moving your body naturally. It's shocking. It's like sometimes I feel hungry, and then I'll go for a walk or I'll go for a swim, and I don't have my hunger anymore. It really does work. Sometimes also you should feed your body when you're hungry, but you have to move your body. And if you're not, you just can't expect to have good health. You can expect to attract things like diabetes. You can expect to attract obesity. It's just a matter of fact.
Stay accountable. What does that mean, stay accountable? It means have somebody in your circle, whether it's a friend, whether it's me, whether it's mom, hold you accountable to what you say you're going to do. I've been saying this so much recently. You tell me what you're going to do, I'm going to hold you to it. And people in our group will ask me, Penelope, hold me to this. And I'm like, yes, but I will. I'll hold you to it. And then when you don't show up for yourself, you're failing yourself, not me.
And it should be somebody that you're not naturally rebelling against. Sometimes when you choose like your spouse, it can get sticky and icky pretty quickly because it's kind of like, well, you did did this wrong, and you should be doing that, and what are you telling me to do this? Like, so make sure you choose a person that isn't going to be in a power struggle with you.
And don't choose a fat friend who never loses weight either.
A person who's going to be like, oh, it's okay, girl, you just have your cinnamon bun, and tomorrow start again, or, oh, I want a cinnamon bun too, or let's go have margaritas. Like, you gotta choose somebody who's really a stand for what you know is possible for you. And that's why hiring people like us is probably a better idea. Listen, our program is only $97 for now, for that first month. If you make it to 30 days, then you can graduate to a higher level of support. So, just try it out. I think you might like it.
Ooh, this is a good one, Mom. Get to the root of why you put the weight on in the first place and solve that. Because once you heal that wound, the weight doesn't keep piling on anymore. You don't even need a drug like Ozempic because you understand why you put the weight on and why you're not going to keep it back on. When I was 320 pounds and I got to the root of why the weight was there, that is when I truly healed. That's why I haven't gained it back.
We believe that the weight loss journey is the most beautiful journey possible. It reveals so much about yourself to yourself. 100% of the people that we speak to who are taking GLP-1 agonists like Ozempic are terrified about what's going to happen when they go off the drug because nothing tastes as good as being thin feels. Nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. And doesn't always mean that thin is healthy. Don't misunderstand me here. I don't want you to have to feel that fear. I don't want you to have that trepidation. And in fact, we don't really know long-term what these drugs are going to do for our fertility, for our thyroid health, for our pancreatic health, for our brain health, for our gut health. Like, we just really don't know. So why be a lab rat? And why step over the most important thing? I mean, what is the point in the drug if you have to make these diet and lifestyle changes after all? So get the support you need. Learn how to make delicious food that's made out of whole foods, that's tasty, and move your body naturally. And we would love to have you join our Substack for some great recipe ideas. We're just posting so often on the Substack. You can support our work for just $8 a month. Sign up for the whole year. You will not regret it. We have so many great ideas. Get the behind the scenes scoop on our Substack.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow us on all the social medias down below. We love you so much, and we'll see you all the time.